quickly, right?
That's true. We're getting towards awards time even.
I know. So one movie that's out this weekend that we're going to discuss right now in the Bell Breakdown is The Bell Breakdown.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is.
It takes a minute.
It takes
to
a
get
minute.
It going.
It's
Yes.
delayed. It's cold.
Right,
It's getting cold.
yes.
A Star is Born. They have been promoting the heck out of this.
They have, yes.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, right?
Yes.
And Bradley Cooper directs it?
Yes, it's his first movie as a director, and it's a remake of a remake of a remake. This is the fourth version of the story, going all the way back to 1937, and so it's kind of almost a Hollywood myth. I think people kind of think of it that way. It's the idea of the young, up-and-coming starlet, and she's taken under the wing of the veteran performer who's troubled. He's got a drinking problem, addiction issues, and as her star rises, his star kind of falls, and it goes along with their romance. So it's a timeless story, I guess you could say. It's been made with Judy Garland, it's been made with Barbra Streisand, and now we've got Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. And this movie has been heavily hyped and very well reviewed. It was at a bunch of film festivals for a few months, and I think it lives up to that hype, really, for the most part. I went into it with high expectations because of everything that I'd heard about it, and it's a very effective kind of old school Hollywood drama. It's got big emotions and it's got these big songs in it, and it shoots for the stars, you could say, but I think it mostly hits it. The performances are good. Lady Gaga, who hasn't really done a lot of acting, I think she brings a lot of depth to this performance, in addition to, of course, the great music that and her singing, which of course she's great at. Bradley Cooper really succeeds as a director, I think, here. This movie looks great. It has a lot of intimacy in the performances. They have good chemistry and they connect. His performance, I think, maybe not quite as strong. Sometimes it almost seems like he's doing an impression of Chris Christopherson from the 1976 version.
Okay.
But they work well together, which is the most important thing, and it brings those big emotions. So I think people who want to see this will be satisfied.
So she can act. I mean,
She
she's
can.
good at it?
Yeah, she is good. I mean, and she's not just adequate. I think sometimes with these pop stars, they show up in roles that are right for them because they're similar to their personalities and they do an okay job. She really does bring more to that than just the basics. So I think it's a strong performance from both of them, but more so probably from her.
Okay, I didn't even realize it was the fourth. I thought it was like this. I knew the Barbra Streisand one, but I didn't know that one.
Yeah, there's a Judy Garland version in 1954 and Janet Gaynor in 1937, all of which are interesting. The Streisand one I'm not a huge fan of, but the other two are good if you can find them online and check them out.
All right, so an A-OK for Star is Born. It's a miracle, Josh. We love when you like a movie.
It's a good movie, yeah.
Yeah, and we're glad.
I love it too, yes.
Okay, well, the next one is called Venom, and it's a superhero movie starring Tom Hardy. You usually like those superhero movies.
I think there are a lot of good superhero movies. This is not one of them.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think part of the problem is Venom is a Marvel Comics character, but this is not a Marvel Cinematic Universe film. Because of these weird licensing issues, Sony has the rights to this character who's generally a Spider-Man villain, but they can't include Spider-Man. So they've kind of taken a very important element of this character out of the story, and they've kind of reimagined it. It's Tom Hardy plays this kind of disgraced journalist who ends up bonding with this alien parasite thing. And he's sort of a villain. He's not a great guy, but he eventually does the right thing. I think this movie just doesn't know what it's trying to do. There's some weirdly comedic stuff. Tom Hardy's performance is a little strange. He's almost like Jim Carrey in The Mask with his over-the-top weirdness. The action is mediocre. The villain, played by Riz Ahmed from Star Wars Rogue One, is pretty underwhelming, kind of a standard evil industrialist guy. You got Michelle Williams as Tom Hardy's ex, who's he's trying to win back, and it's just a lot of elements that don't really work together. You get the impression that they made this movie because they had the rights to the character and not because anybody had a good idea for what to do in the movie.
Okay, 5 seconds left. Will superhero lovers like it regardless, or they'll be disappointed?
I think they'll be disappointed.
Okay.
I think it's nothing compared to Marvel Cinematic Universe movies.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. That's a Bell Breakdown for this Friday, October 5th, the first Friday in October.
Yes, indeed.
We'll see Josh back next week. And go see A Star is Born, I guess.